Rye Whiskey. Rye whiskey is a bold and spicy spirit that's been making waves in the whiskey world. It is crafted with a mash bill containing at least 51% rye grain, which gives it a distinctive flavor profile. The high rye content contributes to its signature spicy notes. Most people who enjoy this drink claim it is peppery or baking spice-like. This unique taste has made it a favorite among those who enjoy a bit of heat in their drink. Some popular rye whiskey brands include Bullet Rye, Whistle Pig, and Michter's. Interestingly, rye whiskey has a rich history in the United States. It was once the most popular type of whiskey in the country, particularly in the northeastern states. However, its prominence declined during Prohibition, allowing bourbon to take center stage. In recent years, rye whiskey has experienced a resurgence. Many more distilleries are crafting high-quality expressions and consumers rediscovering its bold charm. Speaking of American whiskey, let's talk about another homegrown favorite, corn whiskey. Corn whiskey. Corn whiskey is a true American original. It is also known as corn liquor or white lightning. This is a type of whiskey that's been deeply integrated in American culture for centuries. Unlike other whiskeys that use a mix of grains, corn whiskey is made with a mash bill containing at least 80% corn. This high corn content gives it a distinct flavor profile that's sweet and smooth. Corn whiskey is often unaged or aged in used barrels, resulting in a clear or pale yellow color. It's commonly associated with moonshine. This is because it was historically produced illegally during the Prohibition era. Today, legal corn whiskey is enjoyed neat, on the rocks, or mixed into cocktails like the classic corn and oil. Its historical significance makes it a fascinating part of the American whiskey landscape. Bourbon whiskey. Bourbon whiskey is a type of American whiskey that's known for its rich, sweet flavor profile. The flavor is largely derived from the use of corn in the mash bill. To be classified as bourbon, the whiskey must be made from a mash bill containing at least 51% corn. It also has to be aged in new, charred oak barrels and produced in the United States. Bourbon is most commonly associated with the state of Kentucky. The bluegrass state has a long history of bourbon production. Many of the world's most famous bourbon distilleries are located there. The unique climate and limestone-filtered water of Kentucky contribute to the distinct flavor. Bourbon's sweet, caramel-like flavor makes it a popular choice for sipping neat or on the rocks. It's also a key ingredient in many classic cocktails. For example, the old-fashioned, mint julep, and Manhattan. It is a versatile and approachable drink. This has contributed to its widespread popularity among whiskey drinkers. Some notable bourbon brands include Maker's Mark, Woodford Reserve, and Knob Creek. The next whiskey on the list will surprise you. It has a strict production rule that is quite interesting. Single malt whiskey. Single malt whiskey is crafted using malted barley as the sole grain in the mash bill. One of the rules is that it must be distilled at a single distillery. This results in a whiskey with the flavor profile of malted barley and the unique terroir of the distillery. Scotland is the most well-known region for producing single malt whiskies. These include Speyside, Highlands, Lowlands, Islay, and Campbelltown, offering their own unique styles. When tasting single malt whiskies, one can expect to encounter a complex array of flavors. These include notes of fruit, honey, vanilla, spice, and sometimes even a hint of smoke. Some renowned single malt whiskey brands include Glenlivet, Macallan, and Lagavulin. The whiskey journey takes us to single grain whiskey. This unique production process results in a whiskey with a character all its own. Single grain whiskey. Single grain whiskey is a lesser-known category in the world of whiskey. It is crafted using a single grain other than malted barley and is distilled at a single distillery. This grain can be wheat, corn, or rye. This gives it a unique flavor profile that sets them apart from the single malt counterparts. One of the appealing aspects of single grain whiskey is its inherent smoothness. The use of grains other than malted barley results in a gentler, more approachable whiskey. It is very easy on the palate. This makes single grain whiskeys an excellent choice for those who are new to the world of whiskey. It is also perfect for those who prefer a less intense flavor experience. Single grain whiskeys have been quietly gaining recognition among whiskey enthusiasts. Popular brands include Hake Club, Girvan, and Nika Coffee Grain. Let us turn our attention to a type of whiskey that celebrates the art of blending. Blended malt whiskey. Blended malt whiskey. Blended malt whiskey is a harmonious marriage of two or more single malt whiskeys. These are from different distilleries. The art of creating a blended malt whiskey lies in the skillful hands of master blenders. They carefully select and combine various single malts, creating a unique flavor profile. This profile is greater than the sum of each part. The process of blending malt whiskeys is a delicate balancing act. It requires a deep understanding of the individual characteristics of each single malt. Master blenders consider factors such as age, region, flavor profile of each whiskey. This helps them create a blend that showcases the best qualities of each component, at the same time maintaining a cohesive and well-rounded taste. The beauty of blended malt whiskey lies in its versatility. Some popular blended malt whiskeys include Monkey Shoulder. It combines 3 Speyside single malt. There is also Complex Box's The Peat Monster. This brings together heavily peated single malts from Islay and the Islands. Let us now turn our attention to another type of blended whiskey. This offers a unique drinking experience: blended grain whiskey. Blended grain whiskey is a lesser-known but equally intriguing category. It is crafted by combining grain whiskeys from different distilleries. These grain whiskeys are typically made from cereals other than malted barley. These can be wheat, corn, or rye. They're distilled in column stills. This results in a lighter and more neutral flavor profile compared to malt whiskeys. One of the key advantages of blended grain whiskey is its versatility. The lighter flavor profile makes it an excellent base for cocktails. Blended grain whiskeys are often more affordable than their single malt counterparts. They are perfect for those looking to explore the world of whiskey without breaking the bank. Master blenders combine grain whiskeys from different distilleries. This creates a product that maintains a reliable flavor profile from batch to batch. This means consumers can enjoy the same quality and taste each time they purchase a bottle. Irish whiskey. Irish whiskey is often referred to as the smooth operator. It is renowned for its exceptional smoothness and distinctive flavor profile. This smoothness is attributed to the unique triple distillation process the whiskeys undergo. Triple distillation involves passing the spirit through 3 copper stills. The result is a higher alcohol content and a smoother, more refined taste. The triple distillation process also contributes to Irish whiskey's lighter bod. It also has a more subtle flavor compared to its counterparts. This makes it an excellent choice for those who prefer a gentler introduction to the world of whiskey. It is also ideal for those seeking a refreshing and easy-to-drink option. Popular brands include Jameson, Bushmills, and Tullamore Dew. These whiskeys are often enjoyed neat, on the rocks. They're also great for classic cocktails. An example is Irish coffee. This combines hot coffee, Irish whiskey, sugar, and whipped cream. It is also perfect in Tipperary, a mix of Irish whiskey, sweet vermouth, and green chartreuse. Our journey takes us to the rugged landscapes of Scotland. Here, a whiskey with a rich heritage and global reputation awaits our discovery. Scotch Whiskey. Scotch whiskey is a classic icon in the world of whiskey. It is popular for its rich heritage and global reputation. Hailing from Scotland, this whiskey is distinguished by its regional varieties. The Highlands, for example, are known for producing whiskeys with a complex character. They often feature notes of leather, honey, and a hint of smoke. In contrast, whiskeys from Islay Island have an intense peaty and smoky flavor. This is a result of malted barley being dried over peat fires. Some of the most famous Scotch brands include Glenfiddich, Macallan, and Lagavulin. Glenfiddich is known for its smooth and mellow taste, with hints of fresh pear and subtle oak. Lagavulin has a robust, peaty character, featuring notes of sea salt and smoke. Let's turn our attention to the bold and innovative spirit of American whiskey. A host of unique and exciting varieties await our discovery. American whiskey. American whiskey is a diverse and innovative category. It encompasses a wide range of unique types and styles beyond the well-known bourbon and rye. This diversity is a testament to the creativity and craftsmanship of American distillers. They're constantly pushing the boundaries of traditional whiskey production. First is the bold and spicy notes of Tennessee whiskey. It undergoes a distinctive charcoal filtration process. Next is the smooth and mellow character of wheat whiskey. It is made with a high proportion of wheat in the mash bill. Another example is the straight whiskey. It is a catch-all category for whiskeys aged for at least 2 years in new charred oak barrels. There is blended whiskey, which combines straight whiskeys with other spirits or flavorings. Popular brands include Jack Daniel's, known for its iconic Tennessee whiskey. Another example is Maker's Mark. It is loved for its smooth and balanced bourbon, which have helped put American whiskey on the global map. It's time for Canada to shine. Canadian whiskey. Canadian whiskey is also known as rye whiskey in Canada. It has earned a reputation for its smooth and light character. Legally, Canadian whiskey must be aged for a minimum of 3 years in wooden barrels. But many distillers age their whiskey for longer to achieve a more refined flavor profile. The key to Canadian whiskey's smoothness lies in its unique production process. This involves blending different whiskeys together to create a harmonious and balanced taste. Unlike other whiskeys, Canadian whiskey is typically made from a blend of corn, rye, and barley. This combination of grains contributes to its lighter body. Popular Canadian whiskey brands are the Crown Royal, Canadian Club, and Seagram's VO. Canadian whiskey's smooth and versatile nature makes it an ideal choice for cocktails. The classic rye and ginger and the sophisticated Manhattan being the two popular examples. Our journey ends in the land of the rising sun. Here, a new contender has been capturing the attention of connoisseurs globally: Japanese whiskey. Japanese whiskey has taken the world by storm. It has earned global acclaim for its exceptional quality and unique flavor profiles. Japanese whiskey has risen to become a serious contender in the world of premium spirits. This whiskey has a meticulous attention to detail and craftsmanship. This defines Japanese culture and is evident in every bottle of Japanese whiskey. The production process of Japanese whiskey is heavily influenced by Scottish traditions. The pioneers of Japanese whiskey studied the art of whiskey making in Scotland. However, Japanese distillers have adapted these techniques to suit their own preferences. This has resulted in a distinctive style that sets Japanese whiskey apart. The flavor profiles are often described as elegant, refined, and complex. They have a harmonious balance of sweet, smoky, and spicy notes. Some of the most famous Japanese whiskey brands include Suntory's Yamazaki and Hibiki. Another example is Nikiya's Yoichi and Taketsuru. These whiskeys have garnered numerous international awards. They've become highly sought after by whiskey enthusiasts worldwide. Thank you for watching.